Left channel, right channel, center.
VTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ
rolling.
行くよせーのお名前は
Katt Phloxworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features spaceflight.
誕生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Pneumatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4'11".
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Dialogue hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
Not at present.
配信タグは
Catlight feed.
ファンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得
video.
意なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白好
I love you.
きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space furry people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
最後にみんな
interview.
に一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas. Go Centaur.
Go Katt Phlox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Hello everybody from 3 different places on the internet at once, and hopefully this time with the mic actually working as it should, because I actually had it muted at the point where I was getting ready to enter the rest of the chain. But in any event, thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Katt Phloxworthy here. Sorry about the scuff if you were here earlier. It was very minor overall, but it actually went better than I anticipated. And this is going even better because I set something up whereby I pressed the start streaming button once on the encoder and it lit all the other streams. It complained about not being able to start a stream in the because the actual main stream slot I left clear because I was not going to be going through that particular part. Instead, I'm using an OBS Studio plugin. It's called Multiple RTMP Output. It's by Sorayuki, so go pick it up from the by way of the forums. I believe the version is 5.0.1.0 right now. I'd have to go double check that, but that is the plugin I am using in order to do multi-streaming on here. And if you'll also notice, my my entire setup is very, very, very bare, and that's that way for a reason. Mainly because I have so many overlays from all the different services from the other services I use. In this case, there are 3. Those 3 being Twitch, YouTube, and VStream. The latter being my latest that I started streaming on. I decided to do that just to be in keeping with the new provisos that Twitch unveiled at TwitchCon when it comes to simulcasting for presumably both affiliates and partners. So I am doing that just to if I'm going to get rid of the chat, I might as well get rid of everything else. So that means I'm going to have to keep a sharper eye on all the chats as well as all the events. So in any event, that's what's going on right now. I am on all 3 of those events. Let me go ahead and I'm going to go and write this up in a quick notepad thing, and I'm going to paste it in all 3 of my services there. Let's see. In any event, I might just let's see. Nice. I'll be doing some homework while listening to your stream. Cool. Always good. Always do your homework. Make sure you do all that stuff because after all, you don't learn if you don't do your homework. However, bear in mind this is only going to be a very short stream, only because I wanted to make sure that everything lit up and fired off correctly. The only one that takes a little bit more hands-on work are 2 of them, which are YouTube and VStream, which operate very, very, very similarly, where you schedule a stream, put up a thumbnail, and then of course set a time and everything, set all the other parameters up. Whereas and then of course once you go hot with your encoders, you do have to tell it when to actually go live. And whereas with Twitch, all you have to do is go hot with your encoder, and it automatically goes live. But anyway, that's why I started at 23 past the hour instead of a full 30 past the hour. Normally on Twitch, I start the stream at 25 past the hour just to make sure everything is up and working. Whereas with to accommodate VStream and YouTube, I started at 23 just to make sure everything got up and stable. And once it got up and stable, shortly thereafter, I went ahead and said go live on all of them. And then at 25 past the hour, I go and start the programming, which then goes into my battery of tests to make sure everything is going well on all the machines in the chain, with the sole exception of the VTuber machine. That will get tested the moment the actual program starts. So anyway, everything appears to be working thus far. And right now the parameters are on all three streams. I'm doing right now I'm doing 1080p at 5 megabits per second for each stream. And I'm doing it, I'm running the encoder at 60 frames per second on all of them, because that's a restriction imposed by VStream. Although I believe I could actually run the other two at my normal 59.94, which of course is ATSC's higher frame rate standard. So I may change that at some point, but for now, at least, I just wanted to make sure I could just light the stream up very quickly, and I was able to do so. And the only other thing, though, is that YouTube can actually operate like Twitch in that you go hot on the encoders, everything else starts, it'll automatically go live, and then once you go cold on your encoder, it'll actually shut the stream down. But keeping it, being able to go live and not live on YouTube, and as well as VStream during an actual stream is actually helpful in that if something goes wrong, I can reconnect the encoder and then tell it to, and then and everything should go back to working properly. Especially if the streaming parameters have not changed, notably frame rate, resolution, and bitrate. Bitrate may be the one that can actually change. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go play with it just to see how that works. But in any event, that's what's going on right now. As far as anything else that's coming up, but I'm going to be... the main reason I'm doing it this way is coming up in a couple weeks or so, very soon, which is the middle of November, I will be celebrating my 3rd anniversary streaming, and I'm probably going to use that time to do a proper to do an actual debut on VStream, as well as a proper debut over on YouTube, because I never did that, and essentially re-debut on Twitch, just so then everybody has a chance to get to know me. The ones who have only been following me for a very short time, you can get to know me then. So. It'll be ordinarily I should do that like if I make a major change in my model, but since I'm also adding streaming services, and on top of that doing a little bit more on the other streaming services, notably YouTube and now VStream, I want to be able to get everybody up to speed as to who I am, what I do, how I roll, and other things like that. In any event, but I just wanted to at least touch bases with everyone who happens to be up and available to watch. And on top of that, mainly so then I can watch the video and see how well everything works, because this is my first time doing an actual simulcast on more than one network. In this case, more than 2. Grand total of 3. I do have 2 more that are currently in the process of being gotten ready for. More on that as that time comes, but I don't think I'll be using them in time for my anniversary celebration, so we'll see what happens. So I just wanted to at least say these are the 3 that I will be streaming on when the time comes for the actual anniversary streams, and I'm hoping to do some collabs during that time, not just gaming, but also if there are any spaceflight ones that are coming up during that time, I'm hoping to do that then too. So more as it becomes available. As always, check my socials. Let me give you that real quick. And this has all my normal social stuff. I need to actually make one that is just media streams. And honestly, TikTok counts less as a social network and more as a media stream. So we will see about that before too long. I'm not sure about Instagram. I haven't done any. I've only done maybe one reel on Instagram, and that's about it. And I think I've done maybe one short on YouTube. Nothing vertical on Twitch yet. I don't know. I'm just I know a lot of people are getting into that, but I don't want to go through all the hassle of doing all the editing for vertical stuff. Anyway, let me go look at one other thing while I'm still thinking about this. I'll probably get rid of that YouTube chat screen and instead pop out this one in its place. I should also put some stuff out here just to show you how I'm actually managing everything at once on my setup here. Let's see. So I'm going to do print screen here, and I'm going to work on getting that set up later. So what I'll do is I will make I'll take that screenshot, edit it, and then post it to show how all that works. So it's gonna be an interesting time watching everything happen, and yesterday's stream when I was playing Suika game was probably the best one I've had in recent memory, and I want to thank everybody who came and raided me. There were 4 different raids, and thank you guys all for coming in on that one, and I hope to see more of you guys before too long. So in the meantime, it is coming up on getting pretty close to 10 p.m. here in California, so I should probably get ready to sign off, mainly because I have work super early in the morning. So in the meantime, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to be instituting a new rule on the policies, and that is during for streams, please inform me of any technical issues immediately, and that way I can make changes and make adjustments where needed. Because the last stream, I didn't notice it until I'd say about halfway through the time I was on screen, so that was a bit embarrassing. And I also ran a check just to make sure that all the overlays were not showing on all of the stuff that was in there. So notably my AFK screen, if I do it from the studio side, that actually needs to have its stuff turned off during simulcasts, and it appeared to work then, so I'm good there. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and at one point I'm going to review all the video footage just to see how well it looks and how well and how good it sounds. So hopefully more soon. And as soon as we get closer to when things are going to be fun, when fun things are going to happen during the course of my anniversary celebration, which is also going to include a few other things like my birthday, which I should have done back in May, but let's just say things started taking a turn that I wish it hadn't. And of course, culminating with the latter part of June when my mom passed away. So, but in any event, more on that soon. Keep an eye on everything on my socials as well as on my Discord. That should be in there as well. So do join me, and hopefully I will be able to share more as any information makes itself available. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me again, and we'll see how things go. And everybody else on my other streams, notably YouTube and VStream, thank you for dropping by as well. And I hope to see you soon. And until then, I hope you have a great one, and I will see you the next time. Bye.